Today, we'll cover a wide range of cryptocurrencies and financial themes, including XRP and Ripple, so let's get started. Let us begin with. This is a tweet I'm sending to myself, to be honest. Imagine living in a world where transactions are done in nank for pennies and money travels at the speed of information. We can live because of XRP and Ripple. We don't need to imagine it while settlement periods remain constant. Payments are flowing faster these days. We would already be in the future if a settlement layer was different. Regulations are being standardized. Is already in place, and acceptance is growing as the day approaches when digital technology will power the entire planet. Railways are rapidly approaching this area, which offers numerous exciting opportunities. However, Ripple and XRP are well positioned to lead this financial revolution. Over more than a decade, Ripple has created strong elite relationships with some of the biggest players in the financial world, and they helped develop the internet. The world has to realize the power of this revolutionary technology and what we are doing every day. That doesn't bother me because it pulls us closer together. By the way, many men drive automobiles. We are already aware that something is happening. Thus, it is a huge transformation. ISO 2002 has been talked about way too frequently too, but I don't believe many people have recognized how huge an opportunity this is for the entire payment field straight after. This is a straightforward Swift video about Swift payments. ISO 22 posed a query. Next, let's get started right away. I want everyone to understand that we are waiting for the settlement layer to be improved before I make any decisions. Play this video. Change doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, and you're almost there. The key component will be standardization, but watch this video first. You must be able to scale quickly. Perhaps through the cloud, when instant payments take off, because they will catch you off guard if you rely on traditional typical data centers. And I adore when he says cloud. Why are we aware that RippleNet invented instant payments via API plug and play on the cloud? This is quite massive. As the days pass, I keep saying that we are getting closer. I am aware of the frustration that this location causes, and I want you all to realize that. You should take a moment to relax. When things are dull, think clearly. When things are going wrong, there isn't enough price movement. Maybe this prevents your emotions from influencing your judgment. Pay attention to what is happening on the opposite side of this big transition. The important point here is ISO 22.2. A big announcement has been made on the Swift website, which should be the focus of everyone's attention. I don't understand your expectations till the major goes live in November, as I keep emphasizing. Everyone around there who claims to be a price driver should speak up about the price, because this is not a price driver. Hey, you know the value of XRP is likely to skyrocket in November. I'd simply block them out. Price drivers are irrelevant in this case. The subject at hand is adoption drivers. The focus should be on testing. Even though this Swift phrase is now visible before the major launch, November 20, there is just September through mid-November. Preparing the date is also staying the same. November is the same month every year. It's a big deal. Additionally, we know how important ISO 22.2 is and how big of an event this will be. For the entire banking system, therefore, beginning December 15 and just 22. People, I'm coming for you. This is a document from Deutsche Bank that documents cross-border transactions. The payment sector stands to benefit greatly. From future ISO 22.2 implementation in the high-value payment arena to expanded compliance procedures to the development of cutting-edge goods and services, this passage contains a lot of discussion for all of you people. First and foremost, some people are highly impatient. First and foremost, consider how the International Organization for Standardization was established. ISO 2002-2002 was established as the next international standard in 2004. Standard of payment, this is still true 18 years later. Once important payment markets infrastructures such as two Fedwire chips and chaps are in place, the future is almost here. Swift and the Society for Worldwide Interbank Settlements. Over time, financial telecommunications have shifted to the new standard. In the coming years, ISO 282 will govern all types of payments, including cross-border high-value payments and domestic real-time automated clearinghouse payments. This new standard will serve as a harmonized international standard and is broad in scope and design. When the sector's expectations for faster and more smooth payments grow more vocal, it is envisaged that these features will serve as the foundation for improved client experiences, streamline compliance processes, and provide a diverse range of new cutting-edge services. OK, we'll navigate down. This is where they talk about the gut. They also mentioned the clearinghouse and the Federal Reserve in November of this year, when there would be a large migration. In addition, banks have a quote here that I'd like to share with you. Because it is critical to the communication format is just one example of how the ISO 2002 transition marks the start of a new era. By the way, this is who handles payments. The institutional cash management of Deutsche Bank APAC, according to a clearing solution specialist. The world of payments has entered a completely new era, and a completely new financial system is emerging in this area because when this goes live, everything changes and an opportunity presents itself that must be embraced, and part of that embracement includes adopting new generational technology such as DLT blockchain and cryptocurrency once the standard is implemented. SWIFT just released Transaction Manager on October 2, easing the implementation of ISO 22 and the future of international payments. Read down to where they covered ISO 2002 in this article. Furthermore, they discussed the critical turning point. Go live with the migration that led to this and how long it has taken. Here's a quote from the payment transaction, and all of its data will be placed at the center of the new transaction management capability on the SWIFT platform, allowing banks to interact with the payment using their preferred messaging format and effectively eradicating the concept of fragmentation, a subset of ISO 22 origin. However, all traffic is successfully moving via the transaction manager, which is the phrase I wanted to deliver to SWIFT, the business tycoon, who is displaying here the switch to ISO. 2022 is a once every 10-year opportunity to improve the cross-border payment process. I'm telling you right now that the cross-border payments business, which is expected to be worth $250 trillion within the next 3 years, is set to face considerable upheaval. Opportunity exists, and as we all know, SWIFT moves trillions of dollars every day. I want each of you to understand how significant the changes will be. We are leaving the way we are at the forefront of this transformation, and we'll check the journey to see what the next stages are. We'll start talking to people in the neighborhood about the APIs we want to provide initially to enable access to the transaction copy, but eventually to enable APIs as a service. What exactly is this, participants? A cloud-based service. Ripple, an API-based solution, is a significant change. I'm so excited about anything that cutting-edge technology will adopt. That's why I keep saying it. I believe that not enough people are aware of this. Furthermore, we already know that SWIFT makes use of DLT and blockchain technology. We recently examined blockchain interoperability to eliminate friction in the settlement of tokenized assets. For example, they were obtaining access to chain links with major entities that NZBMP Paris, which controls Melon City, Clearstream Euro, Clear Lloyds Bank 6 digital exchanges, and the DTC, which settles $2.4 trillion in annual transactions, are the players to watch. The world is changing. I don't care that XRP will never reach $1 and is now trading at $50. I couldn't care less about your short-term price targets. When things finally go online, XRP is the actual money on here. I'll be right there. I've come to perceive a market that Bitcoin cannot enter. We're still performing well in a market dominated by Bitcoin, but you're wondering why XRP's price is falling while Bitcoin's influence is expanding. Consider how stupid that is. When Bitcoin's market power is over, XRP is a terrific Bitcoin-related utility asset, and these utility jewels are acting independently because XRP's true value will not be understood. Yes, till that point, as I stated. For all those people, it will never reach $1. Who is crying outside with all said and done? We both know what we hold. Therefore, I can't wait for you to be proven wrong. We have spent endless hours researching XRP. I've read a lot about XRP. Information linked to we are also aware that these are the largest networks and participants in the traditional financial scene, and that they are utilizing innovation, blockchain, and other technologies. Do you think that was a joke? Wish to implement this technique in reality, you may guess what we already know. That they have recently made headway with their quick and efficient tokenization initiative, successfully moving money across multiple blockchains. Aside from that, we know that banks can tend to the blockchain sector since, as I indicated in my statement as the co-founder of Channeling, they can. While the overall market capitalization of cryptocurrencies is $1 trillion, we're talking about people dealing in trillions of dollars. Consider how ludicrous, and I mean absurd, that is. Look at the individuals associated with the Hyperledger Foundation. Take a look at some of these sportsmen in this room. You'll find IBM Itachi, Fujitsu, and American Express DTC. And at this center, the list goes on, and when you consider the people involved, here you have Casper. But what we have for energy is present here. I had DAR, yes, I knew Filecoin, and there are a slew of other fantastic players here, such as Ripple and even R3 via these private blockchains. With projects like Hyperledger, the entire network of networks is already being developed and connected. When we go down this list, we see that Quant has the XRP ledger linked to the Overledger platform. This interoperability bridge will connect Hyperledger to the public, allowing traditional networks to connect to Dara. We merely need to exercise Casper, Ripple, or any of these significant guys. Patience is required while the standardization process moves along. It will happen. And for those who believe that ISO 2002 is worthless, you have already been proven wrong by every single large traditional organization. What the standard can do is more essential than the pricing. Factors provide access to opportunities. What's more, guess what? This is the path to success. For the first time in well over a decade, we are witnessing big players such as Swift and the DTC. The fact that they are all employing DLT and blockchain technology should tell you something. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button and subscribe to notifications.